Okay, I'll do it. I'll talk about the tweet.
Not one human on this planet asked you to, but what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are taking a look at an absolutely just really good video by Dreamcastguy because he decided to make like a 16-minute video on one tweet made by a social media manager, and I mean, just some of the stuff he says here is so brain-numbingly stupid, but without further ado, let's get on with the video.
At this point, it feels like a ton of people from Xbox, a ton of people from PlayStation, people are pissed about a joke made by somebody at the top of Xbox claiming PlayStation 5 counts as an Xbox. But
the only people that are quote-unquote mad about this are the disappointingly sad PlayStation, Xbox, and any sort of fanboy that center themselves around a piece of fucking plastic. It is insane that this has been so blown out of proportion. And again, the person that he says at the top of Xbox is a senior social media manager. He does not run Xbox. And the account that he used to make this tweet was his own personal account. And, like, no one claimed that PlayStation 5 was an Xbox. No one claimed that. Not Xbox, not the social media manager, nobody.
I want to talk about this because the whole controversy about this joke is kind of silly just in general, but I do feel like it highlights that a lot of people, even if they are big fans of the Xbox, are getting annoyed about how Xbox handles its business. But
I'll say this again, the only people who are annoyed about how Xbox is handling its business are the people who only want to play exclusive games on one piece of plastic. Everyone else who is getting the games on PlayStation, on PC, and on mobile are happy about the way Xbox is moving. Is that the same to say as Xbox is putting out quality games? No, of course not. Their last few games have not been to the standard that we expect from a multi-trillion-dollar company. But with the way that they're pushing their marketing and with the way that they're actually pushing games on more platforms is nothing but a benefit for gamers.
let's get into it. I hope you're having a great...
Oh, fuck off. How are we still only into the intro of your video? Like, just say who you are at the beginning. Like, we clicked on your video. We know who you are. You don't need to say hi. Thank you for watching. I'm just gonna skip over this part.
So, this was officially published about 36 hours ago, and I swear so many subscribers have told me to look at this. So many people have sent me this, but this is what it is. The senior social media manager of Xbox posts a picture of a PlayStation 5 Pro specifically and says this is a Xbox. Now, a lot of people in the comments, of course, are instantly making fun of the fact that this is a typo. Wouldn't it be this is an Xbox rather than a Xbox? Isn't PlayStation pronounced crossbox? You know, so everybody's making fun of the fact that it's incorrect grammar from the head of Xbox management.
Head of Xbox management. Yeah, you know what? That sums up this whole video. He has no idea what he's talking about. A social media manager is not head of Xbox management. You absolute brainlet.
A little bit funny, but a lot of people are basically saying, okay, just do it. Give up. If you guys are not going to care about the state of Xbox, if PlayStation counts as Xbox, just give us Forza.
I mean, yeah, honestly, he's got a point here. These people have a point. At this point, you are not trying to go for just the console. You might as well put these games on PlayStation. I guarantee they would sell tens of millions of copies and make Xbox a lot of revenue coming over the next few years, especially with the growing PlayStation 5 market. It wouldn't necessarily kill the Xbox console as well, because if it's the only console where you can get Game Pass, I mean, you want to play Xbox Game Pass games, you got to get an Xbox. But Forza Horizon 5 on the PlayStation 5 would be pretty cool.
Just give us Halo. Just give up completely, right? You're trying to make a buck. Put the games where the gamers are at. Now,
again, I agree. Xbox should be doing that. Put Halo on PlayStation. Why not? You make a lot more money.
Now, the context of it is that originally Jeff Keighley tweeted out the very, very chic and stylish 30th anniversary PlayStation 5 Pro. This thing is that delicious, delicious retro gray. I got the controller, and the people that got the PlayStation 5 Pro, I'll admit it, I'm jealous. I think it does look incredibly good, but he said, if you know, you know. And here, this Xbox person, again, I do want to be clear, this is the senior social media manager. This is the guy who is in charge of tweets. I can't really say this is a misslip. It is definitely a calculated tweet here. Says this is an Xbox. I'm going to pronounce it correct, even if it is a typo here. And lots and lots of people are getting very pissed. A lot of people making memes. Obviously, this is Twitter where people go to fight about video games.
Okay, let's break this down. The tweet that you see right after the tweet where it shows where this social media manager has made the meme that this is an Xbox is him saying he made a joke with Jeff Keighley. Second, once again, this is the social media manager of Xbox on his personal account, not on the Xbox account, not on the Game Pass account, not on an Xbox UK account, which is also very based in my opinion. If you are on Twitter, follow the UK accounts for PlayStation and Xbox. They are wildly more entertaining. But again, the only people who are mad about this is the PlayStation and Xbox fanboys who are angry that the social media manager has made a joke that called the PlayStation 5 an Xbox, which is again a joke. He never seriously called it that. He made a meme under a Jeff Keighley tweet. It is a joke. It is not meant to call the PlayStation 5 an Xbox. It is a meme because they have been having this big marketing push where they are saying that you can play Xbox games on any devices, which is a pretty big marketing push. It was a joke.
We're going to take a look at some Blue Sky posts here because even on Blue Sky, the fallout of this has been rather substantial. But he says, some of y'all take Twitter too seriously. I'm just joking with Jeff. Now, let's be clear. This is definitely a joke. Obviously, it's a joke. But I think that a lot of the backlash, a lot of the anger, the reason a lot of people are kind of just laughing about it and making memes of loss and stuff like that is that it's pretty obvious that if you were ever a devout Xbox fan, if you ever were the kind of person that says, we've got the best exclusives, prepare for next year, get ready for the Game Pass domination, it's so interesting to watch that a lot of that hype, that fervor, that dedication to what Xbox was is very quickly receding.
I agree with that completely. I was one of those people a few years ago who believed that Xbox was really pushing to create exclusive games for their service, for their console and PC customers. In my opinion, once they started pushing more games to PlayStation, like when Sea of Thieves, Grounded, Pentiment, and Hi-Fi Rush went to PlayStation, that's when I decided, okay, there's literally no point, in my opinion, of owning an Xbox console. I was very happy for those PlayStation players that got to play those great games, especially Hi-Fi Rush, because Hi-Fi Rush is something that I feel like everyone should play. The game is amazing. But at that point, I moved to PC, understanding that, look, consoles for me are just dead. There's no point in owning one if there's no value for it, because in my opinion, the main driving value for a console is that exclusive content, because why would I restrict myself to 30 FPS on all those games? It just makes no sense.
Like this. So if that's an Xbox, I wasted my money buying an actual Xbox Series S and Series X. So y'all tell consumers they wasted their money and should have gotten a PS5. Now, let's be clear. This is a person that does seem to be actually pissed. If you go over to the Xbox Reddit, most people are like, okay, it's a joke. Look, man, it's definitely just a piece of humor, but I did see this one comment here. One of the top comments that did strike me. I love my Xbox Series S, but it's going to be my last Xbox console. If they're releasing everything on the PlayStation, there is pretty much zero reason to buy the next Xbox. It's sad, honestly. Rest in peace. Now, the reason I find this sentiment fascinating is that there really is, I feel like the marketing of Xbox has been so detrimental to their brand of constantly saying, play your games anywhere you want.
How is that a detriment to the brand? The only thing that that's a detriment to is the pathetic console fanboys that are now mad because now PlayStation players have access to those exclusive games like Hi-Fi Rush, like Grounded, like Sea of Thieves. It's literally only the console fanboys that are mad about this. No one in their right mind is annoyed by this meme. People can laugh at it, people can enjoy it. I highly doubt even Jeff Keighley had an issue with it. It's literally a meme. There's nothing else to this.
There is an exact methodology to how the console wars have, in the past, very much led to increased sales. I mean, just the classic Sega does what Nintendo don't. That did lead to a lot of sales of the Sega Genesis.
I honestly don't even know how we got to Xbox calling all platforms that can play Xbox games an Xbox to Sega shitting on Nintendo, saying that what the Sega Genesis does is what the Nintendo don't. I don't get that. And it's not console wars in the way that you're talking about. Companies shitting on each other, that's just marketing. PlayStation did that when Xbox was having a big issue with their shared games. PlayStation made like a 40-second post, how to share a game on PS4, and you just hand the person the copy. That is not console warring, that is shitting on your competitor. Console warring is when the little tiny consumers decide that they want to be arguing over their fancy plastic boxes every day of their life because they have no other little part of their actual identity to them.
PlayStation 3, Sony really tried to say, this is where the games are at. We've got Uncharted, we've got Killzone, we've got stuff that Xbox doesn't have. And I always thought that was a good marketing direction to basically say, we're not telling you that their games suck, we're just saying that if you want our games, you've got to come to our house to play them, right?
That is literally the reason for every single exclusive to exist on this planet. Doesn't matter if it's on a console, doesn't matter if it's on the Epic Games Store. The only reason to make an exclusive game is to sell the hardware. I don't get his point. I don't even know how we've gotten to this point. And again, this all started from him talking about the controversial tweet made by the social media manager. I don't know how he's been able to spin this into exclusive games are there to sell hardware. Like, no shit, man. Congrats. Do you want a fucking A+ on your next math test? I don't honestly know. Like, do you want a cookie? Genuine question.
Xbox is at a point where they've stopped saying, this is our games. This is the best place to play. They don't even say that. Used to say that Xbox is the most powerful gaming console. They haven't said that now in like 4 years. And I feel like it's weird to kind of just watch them say, hey man, please buy them anywhere. We just don't care. Look at this. I hope people who say this actually follow through instead of sticking around for the community expressing stuff like this, if they're part of the community in the first place. This is something that's interesting, is I have noticed, I think the technical term is purity testing of out-group ostracization, not to get too in the weeds of technical terms, but it's where you want to constantly test people and say, prove your devotion to the Xbox, prove your devotion to the team, show that you're part of the real fans. If you're not completely diehard, dedicated, and loving everything that Phil Spencer says, you're a fake, and you will be pushed out like the rest.
Like, bro, what the fuck are you even talking about? How did we get to this point in the video? Like, what is happening? No, actually, what is happening? Explain to me what's going on. I don't know what I'm watching now. It's just bullshit. It's just nonsensical bullshit. I don't know how we've gotten to this point where if you don't believe every single word Phil Spencer says, they'll kick you out of the Xbox fanboy little cult group. Yeah, they probably fucking will. You don't fucking suckle the cock of Phil Spencer every single day. These hardcore Xbox fanboys are probably going to be kicking you out of the little fucking cult group. No issue with that whatsoever. But like, again, how did we get to this point of the video? It makes no sense. Like, it was this video was about a tweet. It was about a tweet.
I think this happens just in general in gaming. Anytime you see people where you're playing a game, oh, you didn't play the game in the right way. Oh, you like Elden Ring, but you used summons. Oh, you like this game or that game, but you didn't beat every side quest and get all the unlockables. So you're not a real fan. I think this exists and everything, but it's definitely very, very much concentrated in the gaming world of these kind of people saying that if you don't like what Xbox is doing at all times, you're not a real Xbox fan. I actually saw even Jez Corden wrote a very good article about this, which is that I honestly think this is an Xbox marketing blowback. I think it's just a timing thing more than anything else. Microsoft's new "This is an Xbox" ad campaign is a perplexing masterclass in bad timing that may end up doing more harm than good. So recently they did this big marketing push. It's a bunch of skits and commercials and literally in-person ads. I mean, literally in-person ads saying this is an Xbox. I don't even know how many tens of millions of dollars that Microsoft spent on this, but the idea is that instead of the Xbox being a console and a thing you invest in and a thing you enjoy, now it's just a concept. Now it's just, oh, a Fire Stick is an Xbox. You're an Xbox. Everything's an Xbox.
This is an Xbox marketing push is to show people, especially those very casual people, that you can play Xbox games on literally anything. You can play it on a TV, you can play it on a Fire Stick, you can play it on a tablet, on a phone. It is showing you how little barriers they have created for you to have access to their video games. That, in my eye, is nothing but a positive. And people who are annoyed by this, people making the 16-minute videos on this whole situation, the people who are pissed about this, that Xbox is branching out their profitability area, is so stupid, because this not only includes more players for the companies, this includes more revenue for Microsoft, which lets them reinvest into the company and to make sure that we don't have any more fucking shutdowns like in Tango and like in all these other companies that are awesome. We lost Tango Gameworks because of Microsoft's awful fucking management and their bullshit. We do not want that happening again. If they can have more players and more of that investment coming in, hopefully, and I say hopefully with a just please for the love of fucking God, they do not shut down more studios. Just, I hope so.
And I've seen a lot of Xbox fans saying like, okay, at this point, this kind of stuff, even if it does end up bumping up Game Pass numbers, doesn't this further water down the brand? Doesn't this taint the brand? Why are you seeing this directly going into the holiday season? Now, every single time, fourth quarter, right? Every single time when it comes to October, November, December, this is when you see the explosion of console sales and games in general. We get Black Friday deals. PlayStation 5's getting a temporary, we don't know how long it'll last, but it seems like it's going to last for about a month and a half. They're doing a temporary price cut on the PlayStation 5. Xbox is kind of just saying, hey, the best way to save money is to sell your Xbox and maybe buy some Game Pass game cards, because everything's an Xbox, from your phone to your PC to a PlayStation 5. I honestly feel like this tweet would have been better received. I just feel like the timing of this more than anything else. If you tried to do this in a bit more of a down period, saying this right before the release of Indiana Jones, now we know that Indiana Jones is also coming to the PlayStation 5. I think a lot of the most dedicated, passionate Xbox fans are annoyed that it does feel like Microsoft in general just doesn't care about the systems or the games.
If Microsoft didn't care about the systems or the games, they would not be creating a next generation console after the Series X and S. They would not be investing $68 billion into Activision. They would have just closed up shop or sold all these studios off if they did not care about video games. That is a stupid argument to make. And again, the console fanboys that are annoyed about this are literally pathetic. It is nothing more than that. They are pathetic human beings that revolve their entire identities around a plastic box.
They're just trying to basically limp along. He said this, "The worst part is I love the vision of this ad. I'm an active user of this ecosystem, particularly cloud and play anywhere, but I keep asking myself, what would I say to someone when they ask, how is my phone an Xbox? It's far more complicated than just calling it an Xbox today, in my opinion." Now, I feel like this is a good follow-up because I have talked a lot about the fact that I interact with a lot of casual gamers, or I interact with a lot of people that are mid-tier gamers, right? They have a game console, they buy 3 to 5 games a year, they buy a lot of stuff on deep discounts, but they don't watch game reviews, they don't interact with gaming the way that a lot of people that are heavily into YouTube probably interact with it. And I do feel like, honestly, this is an Xbox ad campaign is most damaging to that audience. I'm going to show you a specific example. I've blurred out his name, I've edited out his name, but this is a good buddy of mine whose wife really wanted Starfield for Christmas.
Okay, I'm ending off the video here. I'm honestly done watching this fucking garbage. I'm just getting it off saying, if you have to wait till Christmas to buy your wife a video game, like, you could literally just pay the $10 for the month and then let her play for the month. Or you could just buy the game when it's $40, like it is literally right now on sale. I don't know why you have to wait till Christmas for Starfield, but, you know, I mean, you could probably find it at GameStop for like $20. I mean, the game probably isn't selling as much as it was when it first came out. The game is usually on sale. It's in Game Pass. You don't have to buy it during Christmas. But if you guys did enjoy this video, just thank you so much for sticking with me till the end of it. This is an unnecessarily long video, and this video has just aggravated the fuck out of me. But if you did enjoy, consider leaving a like, sharing, commenting, and subscribing if you so choose to. Thank you all for watching this video once again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.